I already know that once I get where I'm going later on, I'm going to have a little bit of time with y'all to get y'all a message before things get to cracking. But yeah, I'm here with this Midhaven message right now because I'm going to be as vague as y'all been with all this all crazy stuff behind the scenes. This is a collective message. So somebody resonate with what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna stay in Midhaven. When I say Midhaven, this ain't no north and this ain't no south message. This a message in between a message. You see this little line? I had a bandana on earlier trying to lay my little sweaty edges down, but whatever. So this is a Midhaven message. So that old Eveline, remember that old Eveline? And I don't know, she was in Wiz and she was in Wiz of Oz. Either way, she was the wicked one. And she had them darn monkeys and stuff. That old thing assigned the daggone hobbit to one of them darn the male kid and then assigned a Bigfoot to the female kid. Ain't had to do nothing to the little crazy special child because she already tore that one up and that one came from crazy stock anyway. So all she had to do was go on and get some toadstools from over there by Alice and them and and get a Toyota. And next thing you know, crazy horse in a damn Cadillac spin through the city on a broom. It sound like a broom anyway. So anyway, so she hooked that old male child up with that old albino hobbit. Not even realizing the little albino hobbit already into poaching. She poached Diz. She what she do is she catch them with their eyes like saucers and she poach them. And they don't even know they getting poached because they think they poaching her because she little. A little albino hobbit I'm talking about. So what had happened was when she was out poaching, she poached a lot. And what Eveline didn't even know that that thing already had been poached prior and still poaching presently. And it was crazy because that old Bigfoot took a liking to the old albino hobbit. And the same time, that old masculine thing that the Eveline done, she done turned into a whole darn Jabberwocky and then turned the little middle crazy child into the big head. The with the little big head and the hearts, the one that's on what's her name? You know. I liked her because she actually is a good actor. She plays in Harry Potter too. She also played in Alice in Wonderland, in case you didn't know, the one that played the big head. So, with her being in that, little crazy girl tried to clone her. Why would you want to clone the big head instead of the real actor, which is very prominent? You want to clone the big head. I have no idea. Either way, she already got paid for that role. So for you to be running around doing that role for free is nuts. And I don't think that's the fame you want anyway. But get back to this Jabberwocky. You remember what had happened to that Jabberwocky? I don't know if Alice was woke or not, but she was much muchier when she got up and she went on up them steps and did that. I don't know if she was in a dream state or not, or she was for real. But either way, Eveline didn't even know she was stirring up the pot the whole time. And what's crazy is all of them, every last one that she crisscrossed like that was in her care, and all she had to do was take care of. But the trade is the trade. Either way, I hope this was as vague as possible or not. This was a Midhaven message. You know, I used to like Tapestry, that textbook that we had back in elementary. It's called Tapestry. And I used to like Billy Goat's Gruff. I've always liked Billy Goat's Gruff because it show how, just like in Goldilocks, three bears. It's three similar animals. They all three the same, but they all three like three different things and three different outcomes. And I don't really think they liked Goldilocks at all, but Goldilocks was really innocent in the whole thing. But you know, you tell a story a certain way for a long time, and the locals stop questioning. They just go along with it. Hmm. Tell the story for a long time. They had that same thing in Maleficent. How they kept making her the bad person the whole time. But I hated how that movie ended because she really could have did much more damage than she did. She just gone and let them go on and do what they had to do. Bless her heart. I think she found religion in the end because ain't no way. That woman just kept coming after her and her children, even to the point where she was willing to sacrifice her own child just for revenge. That shows how revenge hack your heart, your mind, and your brain. They proved it in John Wick, even though they started off with a flourish. But I don't know why these people keep trying to do this low version budget taken. Liam Neeson was quite good in that, and he was quite convincing. Uh, Honestly, I don't know how I felt about the mom in the last one. Like, how many times you gonna really? You should get stronger through them situations, I would think. But I digress. This has been your Midhaven message once again. Lay y'all.